I think as a Singaporean, I'm really privileged to be living in a country where we can pride ourselves to have one of the most efficient, transport systems. COVID introduced a lot of challenges, especially when you want to try to keep people's world moving during that time. And you took a lot of big stride in taking offline processes online.
Digitization in companies are driven by COVID rather than the CIOs. One, I think, challenge for my department, I'm in strategic planning, and a part of our function is to reach out to commuters to understand how they travel now and how they would like to travel in future. It is this input into LTA that helps us devise future transportation strategies. What we wanted was a balanced tool. That means we wanted a way to target people in different towns. Mm-hmm. We wanted everyone from young children to working mothers to the elderly. And we wanted this in a way that balances what we call the sampling across all the towns, because we didn't want any particular group of people to drive the national agenda. And that's what we came to Google with. We came with this problem statement, and we said that I need to reach out to commuters. You guys are leaders in cloud technology, in advertising. What can you do for us? To Google's credit, they didn't give up. And they said, okay, if we don't have it, Google can make it. So I actually pushed for a series of sessions with Google engineers and inventors. And we architected probably like the world's first outreach survey that allows for what we call demographic balancing. Advertisers, when they go out and they bring in responses, whether through Google Ads or YouTube or whatever, it comes into our system and we do not say real time, but same day rebalancing. So we know which publishers are overweighted, which publishers are underweighted, and we balance it out. So that is a kind of integrated cloud advertising technology that actually helped us solve this outreach problem.
I like your appetite for citizen-centric services, that you really want to get that real-time insight at scale so that we can meet, the citizens' requirements. Tell us, what are the big challenges or big plan that LTA is looking to embark on?
So I think the key challenge for strategic planning and for technologists such as myself in transport is how do you model outcomes? So you have all these technologies coming in. How do you, so one part of it is bringing in what the people want, so that we have the household travel survey in a digital format running on Google Cloud. I think we need electrification infrastructure, and we need the national grid to be able to support that infrastructure. So how do we then know what is the best way of doing it? So part of our work is to utilize cloud technologies to model outcomes. You want scalable infrastructure. You want something that can increase and decrease based on demand. And you want something that is always cutting edge. You don't want to be left with legacy infrastructure that you invest in, but 5 years down the road, you can't run your models.
So I know you're a big fan of BigQuery and the big data play. But you told me that, when you started to pioneer that journey to cloud, it was a little bit scary for the organization initially. Tell us about that.
Singapore government is a bit unique. We have our, shall we say, we kind of have our own ring-fenced space in Google Cloud for government use. So we call it the Government Commercial Cloud. It's a co-partnership with Google and the other 3 cloud providers. So to us, I think that was the scary part, because we couldn't just attend the courses out there and apply what we know of on public cloud directly into the government cloud. So it requires some on-the-job kind of training. And fortunately, I think the Google team, as well as GovTech and our LTA engineers, they're all very supportive. And I think once you have onboarded, I can't see us going back and procuring hardware and finding rack space and, worrying about all those data center operations kind of work. So I can't see us going back anymore.
We're moving into a very exciting world of IoT, electric vehicle around the island, and that part has a lot of stake in the arena of decarbonization. Can you share a little bit about that?
Yeah, so I think I think Google is one of the pioneers in this area as well. You're carbon neutral as of today.
Thank you, 2017.
2017, wow, so well ahead. Yeah, so we are on that journey as well. I think LTA is committed to 100% electrification of all our vehicles. We're heading there. So transportation is not just about figuring out like the vehicular kind of usage. It's also about, transportation is really about moving people. The movement of people can be in a vehicle, it can be in a train, it can also be on a platform, like a pavement. So as LTA, I think we need to look at it holistically. If you can walk, there's a lot of health benefits.
Yeah.
So why aren't people walking more? So if it's weather, then can we give more shaded walkways? So these are the kind of visionary and long-term models that we hope to run with the availability of like cloud technologies. And definitely carbon neutrality and a green kind of a focus is very much part of it. I think there's also a lot of KPIs going in, like how can you be carbon neutral, how can you be more green, how can you like provide energy back into the network through solar panels and all. Green is something that connects a lot of people, not just in the electric vehicle space, but also in terms of beauty, in terms of environment. And it is something that I think Google and LTA, we're all very committed towards.